Hello everyone. This audiobook contains master words with meaning, examples, synonym and antonym. Impermeable. Meaning of impermeable, not allowing fluid, air, or other substances to pass through, not penetrable or permeable. Examples. 1. The raincoat's fabric was made of an impermeable material, keeping the wearer dry even in heavy downpours. 2. The plastic sheeting acted as an impermeable barrier, preventing water from seeping into the basement. Synonyms. 1. Waterproof. 2. Airtight. 3. Sealed. 4. Impervious. 5. Solid. Antonyms. 1. Permeable. 2. Porous. 3. Penetrable. 4. Absorbent. 5. Open. Impertinent. Meaning of impertinent, showing a lack of respect, relevance, or proper behavior, being disrespectful or inappropriate, especially in a situation or conversation. Examples. 1. Her impertinent comments during the serious business meeting were met with disapproval from the higher-ups. 2. The impertinent questions he asked about her personal life crossed the line of politeness. Synonyms. 1. Rude. 2. Insolent. 3. Disrespectful. 4. Inappropriate. 5. Irrelevant. Antonyms. 1. Polite. 2. Respectful. 3. Relevant. 4. Appropriate. 5. Pertinent. Imperturbable. Meaning of imperturbable, not easily disturbed, upset, or agitated, calm and composed even in challenging situations. Examples. 1. Despite the chaotic scene at the airport due to flight cancellations, the imperturbable airline employee handled each passenger's concerns with a serene demeanor. 2. His imperturbable attitude during the crisis helped to maintain a sense of stability and confidence among the team. Synonyms. 1. Calm. 2. Composed. 3. Serene. 4. Unflappable. 5. Cool-headed. Antonyms. 1. Agitated. 2. Disturbed. 3. Upset. 4. Flustered. 5. Nervous. Impervious. Meaning of impervious, not allowing passage or entrance, incapable of being affected, influenced, or harmed by something. Examples. 1. The heavy raincoat was impervious to water, keeping the wearer completely dry even in a torrential downpour. 2. His confidence was so strong that he remained impervious to the negative comments and criticisms from others. Synonyms. 1. Impermeable. 2. Resistant. 3. Invulnerable. 4. Unaffected. 5. Immune. Antonyms. 1. Permeable. 2. Vulnerable. 3. Sensitive. 4. Susceptible. 5. Responsive. Impetus. Meaning of impetus, acting or done quickly and without thought or care, characterized by sudden and rash decisions or actions. Examples. 1. His impetus decision to quit his job without having another one lined up left him in a financially difficult situation. 2. Sarah's impetus purchase of an expensive car without considering her budget caused her financial stress. Synonyms. 1. Hasty. 2. Rash. 3. Impulsive. 4. Spontaneous. 5. Headstrong. Antonyms. 1. Thoughtful. 2. Deliberate. 3. Cautious. 4. Prudent. 5. Careful. Impetus. Meaning of impetus: the driving force or motivation behind a particular action, event, or change, a stimulus or momentum that propels something forward. Examples: 1. The success of their competitors' new product provided the impetus for our company to innovate and develop a better version. 2. The urgent need for clean energy sources gave the government the impetus to invest heavily in renewable technologies. Synonyms: 1. Momentum. 2. Stimulus. 3. Drive. 4. Motivation. 5. Incentive. Antonyms: 1. Hindrance. 2. Obstacle. 3. Inhibition. 4. Repression. 5. Stagnation. Impiety. Meaning of impiety: lack of reverence or respect for sacred or religious matters, disrespect or irreverence towards religious beliefs or practices. Examples: 1. His constant mocking of religious figures and beliefs demonstrated a clear impiety towards the deeply held convictions of others. 2. The desecration of the ancient temple was seen as an act of impiety that outraged the local community. Synonyms: 1. Irreverence. 2. Blasphemy. 3. Disrespect. 4. Sacrilege. 5. Profanity. Antonyms: 1. Piety. 2. Reverence. 3. Respect. 4. Devotion. 5. Holiness. Impinge. Meaning of impinge: to have an effect, impact, or influence, often in a negative or intrusive way, to encroach upon or infringe upon something. Examples: 1. The loud music from the party next door began to impinge on our ability to concentrate on our studies. 2. The company's decision to lay off employees will likely impinge on the morale and productivity of the remaining staff. Synonyms: 1. Affect. 2. Influence. 3. Intrude. 4. Encroach. 5. Infringe. Antonyms: 1. Avoid. 2. Withdraw. 3. Recede. 4. Respect. 5. Abstain. Impious. Meaning of impious: lacking respect or reverence for sacred or religious matters, showing disrespect or irreverence towards religious beliefs or practices. Examples: 1. His impious remarks about the church offended many of the worshippers who considered the place sacred. 2. The impious behavior of the students during the religious ceremony demonstrated a lack of understanding and respect for the traditions. Synonyms: 1. Irreverent. 2. Profane. 3. Blasphemous. 4. Sacrilegious. 5. Disrespectful. Antonyms: 1. Pious. 2. Devout. 3. Reverent. 4. Holy. 5. Respectful. Implacable. Meaning of implacable: unable to be appeased, pacified, or calmed, relentless or unyielding in attitude or stance. Examples: 1. The victim's family held an implacable hatred towards the person who had caused their loved one's death. 2. Despite numerous apologies, his implacable anger towards his friend for betraying his trust remained unchanged. Synonyms: 1. Relentless. 2. Inflexible. 3. Unyielding. 4. Unforgiving. 5. Unbending. Antonyms: 1. Forgiving. 2. Tolerant. 3. Placeable. 4. Flexible. 5. Accommodating. Implausible. Meaning of implausible: not believable or credible, unlikely to be true or valid based on available evidence or common sense. Examples. 1. The detective found the suspect's alibi to be implausible, as there were multiple inconsistencies in his story. 2. The movie's plot was so convoluted that it became increasingly implausible as it progressed. Synonyms. 1. Unbelievable. 2. Unlikely. 3. Unconvincing. 4. Dubious. 5. Unrealistic. Antonyms. 1. Plausible. 2. Credible. 3. Believable. 4. Probable. 5. Logical. Implement. Meaning of implement: to put into effect or action, to carry out or execute a plan, decision, or task. Examples. 1. The company decided to implement a new software system to improve its efficiency in managing customer data. 2. The government announced its intention to implement stricter regulations to reduce air pollution in the city. Synonyms. 1. Execute. 2. Enact. 3. Apply. 4. Carry out. 5. Put into action. Antonyms. 1. Abandon. 2. Neglect. 3. Disregard. 4. Ignore. 5. Halt. Implicate. Meaning of implicate: to show or suggest that someone or something is involved in a crime, situation, or activity, often without direct evidence, to involve or entangle someone in a complex situation. Examples. 1. The fingerprints found at the crime scene implicated the suspect in the robbery. 2. Her sudden disappearance implicated her in the mysterious events that had been occurring in the town. Synonyms. 1. Involve. 2. Incriminate. 3. Entangle. 4. Associate. 5. Complicate. Antonyms. 1. Exonerate. 2. Clear. 3. Absolve. 4. Free. 5. Disentangle. Implication. Meaning of implication: an indirect suggestion, consequence, or meaning that is inferred or understood without being explicitly stated, a possible effect or result of an action or decision. Examples. 1. The implication of his comments was that he didn't believe the project could be completed on time. 2. The new policy had far-reaching implications for the company's budget and staffing. Synonyms. 1. Inference. 2. Connotation. 3. Significance. 4. Ramification. 5. Indication. Antonyms. 1. Explicit statement. 2. Clarity. 3. Direct statement. 4. Clear explanation. 5. Certainty. Implicit. Meaning of implicit: implied, though not plainly expressed, understood without being stated directly, inherent or unquestioned within a situation. Examples. 1. Her implicit trust in her best friend was evident from the way she shared her deepest secrets without hesitation. 2. The success of the project was based on the team's implicit understanding of their roles and responsibilities. Synonyms. 1. Implied. 2. Unspoken. 3. Inferred. 4. Tacit. 5. Unquestioning. Antonyms. 1. Explicit. 2. Stated. 3. Clear. 4. Obvious. 5. Overt. Implore. Meaning of implore: to beg or earnestly request someone for something, often in a desperate or urgent manner. Examples. 1. She implored her parents to let her attend the concert, promising to finish all her chores beforehand. 2. The villagers implored the government for help after their homes were destroyed by the natural disaster. Synonyms: 1. Beg 2. Plead 3. Beseech 4. Entreat 5. Request. Antonyms: 1. Command 2. Demand 3. Order 4. Reject 5. Refuse. Imply. Meaning of imply: to suggest or express indirectly, often through hints, implications, or connotations, without stating something explicitly. Examples: 1. When he said he couldn't attend the party, it implied that he had other plans. 2. Her raised eyebrow and smirk implied that she didn't believe the story he was telling. Synonyms: 1. Suggest 2. Insinuate 3. Indicate 4. Convey 5. Hint. Antonyms: 1. State 2. Express 3. Declare 4. Specify 5. Enumerate. Importunate. Meaning of importunate: persistently demanding or insistent, especially to the point of annoyance or intrusion. Examples: 1. The importunate salesman wouldn't take no for an answer and kept trying to sell his products despite the clear lack of interest. 2. Her importunate requests for a pay raise were becoming increasingly bothersome to her supervisor. Synonyms: 1. Insistent 2. Persistent 3. Pushy 4. Demanding 5. Intrusive. Antonyms: 1. Patient 2. Polite 3. Respectful 4. Non-intrusive 5. Unobtrusive. Importune. Meaning of importune: to persistently ask, request, or urge someone for something, often to the point of annoyance. Examples: 1. The job seeker continued to importune the company with follow-up emails and phone calls after submitting her application. 2. He would importune his friends for small favors, sometimes asking repeatedly until they agreed. Synonyms: 1. Pester 2. Badger 3. Besiege 4. Solicit 5. Beg. Antonyms: 1. Relinquish 2. Abandon 3. Refrain 4. Ignore 5. Neglect. Imposter. Meaning of imposter: a person who pretends to be someone else in order to deceive or trick others, often for personal gain or malicious purposes. Examples: 1. The woman claiming to be a doctor turned out to be an imposter with no medical qualifications whatsoever. 2. The online scammer posed as a bank representative, fooling people into sharing their personal information. Synonyms: 1. Fraud 2. Deceiver 3. Pretender 4. Charlatan 5. Fake. Antonyms: 1. Genuine 2. Authentic 3. Real 4. Honest 5. Legitimate. Impotent. Meaning of impotent: lacking power, strength, or effectiveness, unable to produce the desired result or outcome. Examples: 1. The medication proved to be impotent in alleviating the severe pain the patient was experiencing. 2. The government's efforts to curb the rising crime rate appeared impotent as crime continued to increase. Synonyms: 1. Weak 2. Ineffective 3. Powerless 4. Inadequate 5. Inefficient. Antonyms: 1. Potent 2. Strong 3. Effective 4. Capable 5. Energetic. Impoverished. Meaning of impoverished: reduced to poverty or a state of extreme financial hardship, lacking in resources, wealth, or vitality. Examples: 1. The prolonged drought left the once fertile farmland impoverished and unable to yield crops. 2. The economic crisis led to an increase in the number of impoverished families struggling to make ends meet. Synonyms: 1. Poor 2. Deprived 3. Needy 4. Destitute 5. Penniless. Antonyms: 1. Affluent 2. Wealthy 3. Prosperous 4. Well-off 5. Fortunate. Impregnable. Meaning of impregnable: unable to be captured, broken into, or overcome, extremely strong and secure, often in the context of defenses or fortifications. Examples: 1. The fortress was built on a high hill with massive stone walls, making it virtually impregnable to enemy attacks. 2. The encryption on the company's servers was so sophisticated that they were considered impregnable against hacking attempts. Synonyms: 1. Invulnerable 2. Secure 3. Indomitable 4. Unassailable 5. Unconquerable. Antonyms: 1. Vulnerable 2. Weak 3. Susceptible 4. Breakable 5. Concurable. Impromptu. Meaning of impromptu: done, spoken, or performed without preparation or planning, on the spur of the moment. Examples: 1. She delivered an impromptu speech at the event, sharing her thoughts and insights without any prior notice. 2. The musicians decided to have an impromptu jam session in the park, playing whatever came to mind. Synonyms: 1. Unplanned 2. Spontaneous 3. Unrehearsed 4. Offhand 5. Improvised. Antonyms: 1. Planned 2. Prepared 3. Rehearsed 4. Deliberate 5. Premeditated. Impropriety. Meaning of impropriety: the quality or state of being improper or inappropriate, an act or instance of improper behavior or conduct. Examples: 1. The manager's comment about the employee's appearance raised concerns of impropriety and sexism in the workplace. 2. The journalist was criticized for his journalistic impropriety after publishing false information without proper verification. Synonyms: 1. Inappropriateness 2. Indecency 3. Unseemliness 4. Irregularity 5. Incorrectness. Antonyms: 1. Propriety 2. Decorum 3. Appropriateness 4. Correctness 5. Morality. Improvident. Meaning of improvident: failing to plan or think ahead, lacking foresight or careful consideration, often leading to wasteful or reckless behavior. Examples: 1. His improvident spending habits left him in constant financial difficulties and unable to save for the future. 2. The company's improvident decision to expand rapidly without a clear strategy resulted in significant losses. Synonyms: 1. Careless 2. Reckless 3. Wasteful 4. Incautious 5. Rash. Antonyms: 1. Prudent 2. Thoughtful 3. Cautious 4. Thrifty 5. Responsible. Improvise. Meaning of improvise, to create or perform something spontaneously or without prior preparation, to make something up on the spot. Examples: 1. When the actor forgot his lines during the play, he had to improvise and come up with new dialogue to keep the scene going. 2. The chef had run out of a key ingredient, so she had to improvise with what she had in the kitchen to create a new dish. Synonyms: 1. Ad-lib. 2. Invent. 3. Spontaneous. 4. Make up. 5. Create. Antonyms: 1. Plan. 2. Prepare. 3. Organize. 4. Design. 5. Arrange. Imprudent. Meaning of imprudent, lacking caution, wisdom, or good judgment, making decisions without considering potential consequences. Examples: 1. His imprudent investment in a risky startup led to significant financial losses. 2. Texting while driving is not only dangerous but also imprudent behavior that can result in accidents. Synonyms: 1. Rash. 2. Reckless. 3. Incautious. 4. Careless. 5. Unwise. Antonyms: 1. Prudent. 2. Thoughtful. 3. Cautious. 4. Judicious. 5. Wise. Impudence. Meaning of impudence, disrespectful behavior or speech, insolence or lack of proper respect. Examples: 1. The employee's impudence in talking back to his supervisor resulted in a reprimand. 2. Her impudence during the meeting, where she openly criticized the CEO's decisions, was met with disapproval. Synonyms: 1. Insolence. 2. Rudeness. 3. Disrespect. 4. Brazenness. 5. Arrogance. Antonyms: 1. Respect. 2. Politeness. 3. Courtesy. 4. Humility. 5. Modesty. Impugn. Meaning of impugn, to challenge, criticize, or question the truth, validity, or integrity of something, to dispute or attack with words or arguments. Examples: 1. The journalist's article sought to impugn the credibility of the government's official statements regarding the incident. 2. His opponents often tried to impugn his motives and character in an attempt to undermine his reputation. Synonyms: 1. Challenge. 2. Question. 3. Attack. 4. Dispute. 5. Criticize. Antonyms: 1. Confirm. 2. Support. 3. Accept. 4. Approve. 5. Endorse. Impunity. Meaning of impunity, exemption from punishment, harm, or negative consequences, freedom from the consequences of one's actions. Examples: 1. The corrupt officials acted with impunity, knowing that they were unlikely to face any consequences for their actions. 2. The reckless driver continued to speed through the neighborhood with impunity, despite numerous complaints. Synonyms: 1. Immunity. 2. Exemption. 3. Unaccountability. 4. Freedom. 5. Absolution. Antonyms: 1. Accountability. 2. Consequence. 3. Responsibility. 4. Punishment. 5. Liability. Inadvertently. Meaning of inadvertently, unintentionally or without purposeful planning, doing something by accident or oversight. Examples: 1. She inadvertently left her phone at the cafe after meeting her friend. 2. The chef inadvertently added too much salt to the dish, making it overly salty. Synonyms. 1. Accidentally. 2. Unintentionally. 3. Carelessly. 4. Unwittingly. 5. Negligently. Antonyms. 1. Intentionally. 2. Deliberately. 3. Purposefully. 4. Consciously. 5. Willfully.